Welcome back, guys and girls, to another episode of Does What It Says. And on this episode we're going to be upgrading the servo to the MJX 10306 Shelby Mustang. I'm going to be using a 7225 Team Corley servo, which you can pick up from eBay for about 20 quid. Alright, so let's just get straight to it and show you how it's done. So the car does come with a set of tools. It comes with the Allen keys needed to do the job. I'd suggest get some better ones because the metal is a little bit soft on these Allen keys. So I would say, yeah, buy some decent Allen keys before you do actually do this. And then get some side cutters or a pair of pliers. And the first thing you're going to want to do is loosen up some of these cables. So remove the two cable ties holding the cables into place on the chassis. There's one just by the electronic speed controller. And the second one is holding down the connector for the servo. So just cut them off. So you loosen up all the cables. And once you've done that, just disconnect the servo from that connector. Pretty simple stuff. So once you've got that servo cable disconnected, next thing you want to do is you've got 4 screws that you need to undo. And they are basically 1, 2, and there's another 2 on the other side of the electronic speed controller. There's a few cables that you have to move out the way which run down the side of it. But that basically loosens off the 4 screws that are holding down the block that holds the servo on, basically. So once you've loosened up all them screws, that housing should be pretty loose. And you just got one more screw to undo just to release it from the servo saver. So once you've removed that screw, that whole unit should just lift out pretty easy. That then gives you access to the 4 Allen keys, or hex nuts, whatever you want to call them, that hold the servo into that housing. So these 4 Allen key nuts, hex nuts, that's what you want to undo next. When you get the right Allen key, which is that one, and once you've undone all 4 of those, that servo should just slip straight out. Just like that. I know this is easy stuff, guys, but some people haven't done this before, so this is obviously not for the professionals. If you're new to this, new to RC, this is how you change a servo on basically most RC cars. So next thing is you want to remove the servo arm and the steering link. When it wants to come out. And once you've got that steering link off, just give it a bit of a wiggle. It should come up quite easily. That's the old 8 kilo servo or 7 kilo servo that comes with it. 7 kg servo. Let's get rid of that one. Now what we want to do is we want to plug the car back in, because you want to get some power into this servo to make sure that it's centered. So you want to plug your car back in, get your controls, turn it on. Plug your new servo in. So yellow to white, red to red, black to brown. Turn the car on and that should center the servo. So I'm just going to get my controls and go left to right just to make sure. That's it. And then you can turn it all back off again, and then you know that that servo is centered, ready to go on the car. Pretty simple stuff. But some people forget to do it, and they pull it on and they wonder why their wheels are pointing one direction. Well, that's why most of the time. So now you know that's centered to exactly where it should be. Just reattach the steering links and the servo arm. And then fix it back into the housing. So to reattach it, it's exactly the same way as when you removed it. You got the 4 Allen key bolts which you need to screw back on. Now you've got some locators which go through the holes in the servo where the screws go into, basically. And what we're going to do on this one, just in case you're new and you've never done this, is do the screws up so it just starts tightening up, because you're probably going to think to yourself, oh no, it's not going to fit, but it will. You just have to force it through. Alright, so I'll show you what I mean. Once you've got all 4 of these screws done up, if you look between the back of the servo and the housing, there's a little gap. See those 2 little locators? They got to push into the holes of the servo. So all you do is just tighten them up one by one, and don't do it all the way, just a few turns on each one, and it basically forces the servo over them locators and it fits nice and snug. So you have to do that on both sides, and then your servo will be nicely installed into the housing, ready to put back into the car. That cable then runs up the side where it was before. There's a small little cutout in the side of the housing. You just pull it all back into place, and that's you ready to screw it all back together again. So screw the steering link arm back down. And then you've got the 4 screws for the housing for the servo. Get all 4 of those screwed back down again. Don't forget, guys, safety first. Remove that battery. And you've got the 4 screws, which is 1, 2, and again on the other side. I'm trying to show it on the camera, but you can't really see them. But you will do. It's quite easy to see them on once you've got the car out. Get all 4 of those installed back in the car. Just make sure, guys, when you install this servo housing that you do the screws back up tightly. So if you see this screw here, I'm screwing this up and closing the gap up at the bottom of the servo housing. As you can see it closing up there. Just make sure you do that, because I screwed this up first of all thought it was tight and it wasn't. So I double checked everything, and obviously that was sticking up. So my mistake you can learn from. Once you've got that secured down nice and tight, it's time to reconnect your new servo. So black to brown, yellow to white. Run the cable round with the other cables around the side of the electronic speed controller. Connect it up. And that is basically ready to go, guys. So you just want to tidy up the cables a little bit. Tables? Don't know where that one come from. But anyway, tidy up those cables. That's where you're going to put your new cable tie, just there where my thumb is, holding them down. And these other cables, you want to push back down that small gap between the gyro and the ESC. Turn the cables and just poke them down there a little bit. And that's ready for you to put another cable tie around your servo connector. That's it, and that's you. Cables in, tidied up. Install some cable ties. And snip the ends off. I'm a bit out of breath here, guys, because I just had to run down to the shed to get some cable ties. But anyway, when you do put this cable through here, make sure you grab all of the cables. So look underneath this gap. You want to get all of those cables and lift them up, because that blue bar obviously is the drive shaft. So you want them cables lifted up far away from that drive shaft. So when you do tighten it back down, no cables are touching that blue drive shaft, because obviously it moves. It's a little bit fiddly getting the cables in, but once you've done it, tighten it up and then just double check that you haven't put the cable tie around the drive shaft. Perfect. That's exactly how you want it to look, guys, and then just snip it off. So one more cable tie to put back on, again, to lift the cables away from the drive shaft. Snip that off. And that is basically you guys complete. So that's your Mustang with a brand new servo in it. And all there's left to do is stick the battery on. Stick the dust cover on. And grab the body, stick the body back on, obviously. And then power it on. Now, very quick one, guys. If your wheels are going the wrong direction, when you turn all the power back on, like this one is. So when I turn left, it goes right. When I turn right, it goes left. There's a little switch on the control, which we all know about, hopefully. And all you do is you switch that switch across and it reverses the steering. So that corrects it. And you're ready to rock and roll. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, for those of you that are still here. And if you are, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I shall see you on the next one.